Hi, welcome and good evening, everyone. Let me know if my screen is visible and my voice is okay. You all can respond in the chat box. Kindly let me know if my screen is visible and my voice is okay. Thank you for your confirmation. You people are really fast. Let's start on time. We are HR India Solutions. We are 10-year-old HR consulting firm. We are primarily into recruitment solution. We also take care of HR advisory and consulting services. We also provide contract staffing and payroll services, and we also take care of campus placement and HR practical training. These are few clients for whom we are working. We are providing all sort of services, right from recruitment, contract staffing, payroll, and HR training. Let me share you what exactly we are offering in online HR Generalist Practical Training program. There are four important modules. The very first module is of labor laws and statutory compliances. Under this module, we cover and include almost all the important and major labor laws in India, right from Provident Fund to ESIC Act. And we understand PF and ESIC are applicable on which part of salary, how the monthly contributions are calculated, how the monthly challans are prepaid, and how finally these payments are paid to government by logging into government website. The other labor law which we cover are Maternity Benefit Act, and we understand which all employees are eligible to get maternity benefit, and as a HR professional, what all benefit you should extend to the concerned employee. The other labor law which we cover are Payment of Bonus Act and Payment of Gratuity Act. And we understand which all employees are eligible to get this benefit, how these are calculated and paid. The second module which we have under this online training program is of compensation and benefit, which is everything related to how compensation package are designed, what exactly is CTC, what is gross salary, and what is net salary, how these can be calculated. We also understand how payroll can be managed. Payroll can be managed in a software, and it can be done on an Excel sheet. We understand in both the platform how payroll can be done in a software and how payroll can be done in an Excel sheet. The other important thing which we learn under this module are income tax, professional tax, labor welfare fund, loss of pay, overtime leaves and holidays, and finally we see that how employees full and final settlements are done at the time of going. The third model which we have is of recruitment and selection, which is all about talent acquisition. And we understand things like what is job description, what are job specification, what are the various sourcing strategies nowadays corporate are adopting. We train people on Naukri.com, and one become capable of finding suitable candidates on the basis of various keywords, key skills, and job description. We also train on what is the best way of doing mass mailing so that your mail reaches to n number of good candidates, and what is the best way of doing job posting, whether you're posting your job on LinkedIn, Monster, Indeed, or Naukri.com. Nowadays, it is not HR manager who is going through each and every resume or application which they receive. Nowadays, resumes and applications are screened and shortlisted by technology. We also understand how various ATS, applicant tracking system, and how various recruitment management softwares are working these days, how they screen resume, how they reject or shortlist any resume. And then we have a dedicated session on CV writing and interviews do's and don't under this module. The fourth and last model is of HR analytics, which has become very important in recent past. And we understand what exactly is HR analytics, why this is important, what are the various tools and techniques which are used in HR analytics, how HR dashboards can be created, what are the various HR matrices which are considered to check the performance of HR department. All these things we learn in this practical training program. This is all about the course which we are offering. So today, before we proceed with the demo, just wanted to have an idea on what kind of audiences we have today. There would be a poll which would be appearing. I would request everyone to respond to the poll. Kindly let us know how much experience do you have in HR. The poll is live, everyone. Kindly respond to the poll. Once we receive 80% of the response, I will end the poll. I would also be sharing you the result. We have already received 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Majority of the population today, 63% are freshers. We have people who has got 1 to 3 years of experience also, and there are few people who has got 3 to 5 and more than 5 years experience as well. Thank you everyone for your participation. Let's proceed for the time being. In today's demo session, we would be understanding what exactly is compensation and benefit. And if time allows, we would also be taking a small overview of all the major and important labor laws in India. So no doubt compensation and benefit is one of the most important function of HR. Why it is important? Because compensation and benefit as a function of HR is responsible for deciding what to pay. Whenever any company goes for hiring any person or any position, CNB as a function of HR decides that how much salary should be paid to that person or that position. CNB as a function of HR is also responsible for deciding how to pay. I am referring to breakup or designing. How much salary should be fixed, how much salary should be variable, what all salary components should come in the breakup is something which is decided by compensation and benefit function of HR. CNB as a function of HR is also responsible for deciding when to pay. I am referring to timeline or frequency. There are many companies where salaries are paid on first. There are many companies where salaries are paid on third, and there are many companies where salaries are paid on seventh. There are many companies where performance incentives are paid on monthly basis. In many companies, performance incentives are paid on quarterly basis. And then we have good number of companies where performance incentives are paid on annual basis. When all these payments should be made, what would be the timeline or what would be the frequency is something which CNB or compensation and benefit function of HR finally takes care of. And CNB as a function of HR is finally responsible for taking care of entire compensation and benefit which they provide to entire employees or workforce. No doubt this function is very important, but it is not easy. Why it is not easy? Due to absence of law. We have labor law on Provident Fund, we have labor law on ESIC Act, and we also have labor law on maternity benefit, payment of bonus and payment of gratuity act. Since we have labor law in these areas, things are very clear. We know that what all should be done and what all should be avoided. But when it comes to compensation and benefit, there is no labor law in HR which speaks about how the CTC package should be designed, how the CTC and XL designing should be done, or how the salary breakup formation should be done. Due to absence of law, this function of HR slightly become difficult. No doubt we have few labor law in India which are talking about payment. Let's have a look on those. There is a labor law by the name of Minimum Wages Act. We also have a labor law by the name of Payment of Wages Act. There is a labor law by the name of Payment of Bonus Act, and there is a labor law by the name of Equal Remuneration Act. Let's understand what exactly these labor laws are taking care of. The labor law by the name of Minimum Wages Act speaks about paying minimum wages to certain category of employment or worker. This labor law do not cover each and every employee in India. The labor law by the name of Payment of Wages Act speaks about timely payment of salaries and wages, and there should not be any illegal deduction from the salary is something which this labor law is talking about. But again, this labor law do not cover each and every employee in India. They only cover those people whose monthly salaries are 24,000 per month or less. The Payment of Bonus Act speaks about bonus payment or profit sharing by the company. But again, this labor law also do not cover each and every employee in India. These only cover all those employees whose monthly salaries are either 21,000 per month or less. The labor law by the name of Equal Remuneration Act speaks about paying similar wages to all the gender. On the basis of gender, you cannot have any discrimination as far as salary or wages is concerned. The new labor law, which was supposed to come from April 2021, but things went on hold. Whenever that new labor law would be coming, that new labor law would be combining all these four labor law into one, and it would be known as Code on Wages 2019. In today's demonstration, we would be understanding what exactly is compensation and what are benefit. We would also be seeing what are the various steps and component which should be kept in mind while designing compensation and benefit package. We would also be understanding few real offer letters which has been issued by our client to our candidate, and we would be making a CNB structure in an Excel sheet for better understanding. And if time allows, we would be taking a brief overview of important and major labor laws in India. Before I proceed with the demo, just wanted to have your understanding on the topic. There would be a poll again. Kindly let us know the net in hand salaries of all employees. Getting a CTC of 10 lakh in 10 different company would be same or not. The poll is live, everyone. Let us know the net in hand salary of all the employees getting a CTC of 10 lakh in 10 different companies would be same or not. We will follow the same rule. Once we receive 80% of the response, I would be ending the poll. I will also be sharing the result, and then we would be proceeding. We have received close to 80% of the response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Majority of the population, 86% is voted for false, and they are of the opinion that take-home salary of all these employees, even if they are working at same CTC, but if they are working in different company, their take-home would never be same. Whereas 14% has voted for true, and they are of the opinion that yes, take-home salary of all these employees, even if they are working in different company, but if they are working at same CTC, their take-home would be same. The correct answer is false. Take-home salary of all these employees who are working in different company, even if they are working at same CTC, their take-home would never be same. Why it would never be same? Because CTC and Excel designing differ from company to company. And why it differ? Due to absence of law. Due to absence of law, every company design packages or CTC package in their own convenient way, and this take-home salary of all these employees would never be same. In the coming slide also, we would be trying to understand that why it would not be same. Thank you for your participation, everyone. Now let's try to understand what exactly is compensation and what are benefit. Compensation is defined as the total amount of monetary pay provided to an employee. In simpler word, it is the money given for the work. Whatever money, whatever salary, whatever cash which employees get every month is called as compensation. If this is compensation, what are benefit? Benefit are all non-financial forms of compensation offered in addition to cash salary. Over and above the monthly salary, monthly money, or monthly cash every employees get, they also get good number of facilities and perks from their company, for which they do not get any kind of money in their hand, but yes, companies provide good number of facilities. If I have to define compensation and benefit in one line, it would be like this. The salary or money one gets is compensation. The facilities or perks one avail are benefit. Let's have a look on few examples for better understanding. Compensation, which is the monetary part of package for which employee get money in their hand. Things like basic pay, allowances, it can be travel allowance, meal allowance, housing allowance, or medical allowance, which are paid in the form of money, comes under compensation. All commissions, incentives, overtime payment, bonuses, profit sharing, stock options, all these things are paid in the form of money, hence they comes under compensation. Benefit, for which employee do not get any kind of money in their hand, there are many facilities which they avail or which they get. Things like holidays and leaves, welfare facilities and cafeteria, infrastructure facilities, reward and recognition, insurance and medical. Insurance and medical is something which is provided by almost all the companies in India. Everybody, all employees are coming under medical insurance. Everybody life is covered. For this facility, nobody gets any kind of money in their hand. But this is a good facility which company is providing. Retirement benefit, wellness program, mental wellness, health wellness. During COVID period, almost all the good companies has gone for providing mental wellness and health wellness program to their employees. They hired doctors, they hired gym trainers, they hired psychiatrists. All these people were available for all the employees. Employees were making a call to these people and they were taking advices. For this benefit, no doubt, no one was getting any kind of money in their hand, but this was a good facility or benefit which company was providing. Let's have a look on few more examples of benefits so that things become clear. Few more examples of benefit can be health insurance, dental insurance, life insurance. As I said, life insurance is one of the most widely accepted benefit in India, and you will see that almost every company give this benefit of life insurance. Retirement plan, gym and fitness. There are many companies who give membership for gym and fitness club, for which employee do not get any kind of money in their hand. But yes, this is a good facility. Vision care, personal leave, sick leave, higher education. There are many companies who motivate their employees to go for higher education. The entire higher education is sponsored by the company. Employee do not get any kind of money in their hand, but this is a good benefit or facility, childcare, paid leave, and many more. Very similar to compensation package designing, there is no labor law in India which is saying that every company has to give this many benefit. This is why benefit also differ from company to company. Bigger companies are giving more number of benefit, smaller companies are giving lesser number of benefit. Let's try to understand whenever companies goes for hiring anyone, how they decide that what salary or what wages should be paid to that person or that position. The word compensation is a very broad word or broad term. It can be divided into two major categories. One is salary, another is wages. Normally, the word salary is used for all those payments which are paid to management cadre of employees. And the word wages is used for all those payments which are paid to worker. In other words, management people get salary and worker gets wages. Let's try to understand what are the factor which plays an important role in deciding what salary should be paid and what wages should be paid. Wages which are paid to workers or laborers are mainly decided by every individual state government in India, which is called as minimum wages. Maharashtra government has decided minimum wages for Maharashtra worker. Similarly, Karnataka government has decided minimum wages for Karnataka worker. In the same way, Delhi government, Haryana government, every state has decided minimum wages for their state worker. And one cannot pay lesser than that minimum wages in that state. Let's have a look on other factor which plays an important role. Cost of living and location. Yes, cost of living and location plays an important role. You will see that anybody joining in a metro city would be getting higher salary. Anybody who would be joining in a remote location would be getting lesser salary. Whenever government decide wages for worker, they also decide on the basis of location. Entire country has been divided into three categories: city A, city B, and city C. All those government decide higher minimum wages for location A, government decides average salary for location B, and for location C there is a different wages. So even government is deciding different minimum wages for different locations. Education experience, no doubt we understand that on the basis of education and experience salaries differ. Whenever government decides minimum wages, they decide on the basis of education also. Whenever government releases the circular of minimum wages, they mention like this: for matriculate this would be the minimum wages, for graduate people this could be the minimum wages, and for postgraduate people this could be the minimum wages. So even government is deciding different minimum wages on the basis of education. Industries or ability to pay. When I'm saying industries or ability to pay, I'm referring to there are many industries which are not doing that great. Industries like tea garden, carpet making company, jute making company, BD manufacturing company. These companies are not doing that great in comparison to industries like telecom, IT industry, retail industry, healthcare industry. These industries are doing much better than the other industries. You will see that any person who is joining a manufacturing industry and any person who is joining a IT industry, the salary would be of huge difference. Whenever government decide minimum wages, they also decide different minimum wages for different industry. Government decide different minimum wages for agriculture workers. Government decide different minimum wages for mining industry, and government decides different minimum wages for manufacturing industry. So even government is deciding different minimum wages on the basis of industry. Supply and demand. When I'm saying supply and demand, I'm referring to what is the demand of any particular kind of manpower in the market and what is the supply of that kind of manpower in the market. In other words, what is the supply and demand of any particular kind of skill set. That plays an important role in deciding what salary or what wages should be paid. The demand of data scientists are huge, but the supply is not that great. Demand of HR professionals are not that great, but supply is equally as per the demand. So salary remain stagnant. Whenever companies goes for deciding salary for management staff, job evaluation is still one of the most scientific approach of deciding what salary should be paid to any position. Job evaluation is nothing but comparative study of two jobs. You study two jobs and decide that what salary should be paid to any position. Under job evaluation, things like job analysis, job description, and job specification comes. Whenever a state government goes for deciding minimum wages, they invite important and major labor union of the state, which plays an important role. So minimum wages, we have understood that this is something which is decided by government, state government, and which are paid to worker. Let me take to a scenario for which I do not have any poll, just wanted to have your understanding. You all can respond in the chat box. Minimum wages in the state of Bihar for unskilled worker is 8,268, which means if you want to hire any unskilled worker in the state of Bihar, this is the minimum which you need to pay. Paying below this in the state of Bihar would be illegal. Minimum wages in Delhi for same kind of unskilled worker is 16,506. You cannot pay lesser than this to any unskilled worker in Delhi. Now the question which I want to put in front of you is this. Suppose the same worker who is working in Bihar gets transferred to Delhi. He is not required to do anything extra, neither any extra skill set is required. Upon transfer from Bihar to Delhi, do you feel that this person could be getting higher minimum wages as per the minimum wages of Delhi or not? You all can respond in the chat box. If the Bihar worker gets transferred to Delhi, will he be getting higher minimum wages as per the minimum wages of Delhi or not? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, yes, yes, according to Delhi, okay. So correct answer is yes, he would be getting higher minimum wages as per the minimum wages of Delhi, even if he is not required to do anything extra. Now let me know why he would be getting higher minimum wages in Delhi. Why this person would be getting higher minimum wages in Delhi as per Delhi rate. He is not required to do anything extra, nor any extra skill set is required. Okay, no answer. So this person would be getting higher minimum wages because minimum wages of Delhi is high, which has been decided on the basis of all those factors which we have seen. Yes, Subhay, yes. So for on the basis of minimum. Okay, fine. So we would be increasing the salary of this person who is getting transferred to Delhi. Now let me take you to another scenario for which I am not asking for an answer. This is a food for thought. Try to find out the correct answer. We have increased the salary of Bihar worker when he gets transferred to Delhi, saying that minimum wages of Delhi is high. What if the same person gets transferred back to Bihar from Delhi? Can the salary be reduced? I am not asking for answer. Try to find out the correct answer. In our actual classes, we all discuss all this nitty-gritty of law. So try to Google it out and try to find out the correct answer. Let's proceed for the time being. So there is a poll coming, and again, for this poll, there is no right or wrong answer to this. We conduct this survey just to have masses feeling. Let us know which is the most important attribute to make someone the preferred choice during an interview. Is it communication skill, or it is practical skills and knowledge, or it is degrees and certification? As I said, there is no right or wrong answer to this. The poll is live, everyone. Kindly respond to the poll. Which is the most important attribute to make someone the preferred choice during an interview? Is it communication skill, or it is practical skills and knowledge, or it is degrees and certification? We have received close to 80% response. Let me end the poll and share you the result. Okay, while ending poll, 2 new votes has come, but let me share you the result. It is surprising to see that 50% is voted for practical skill and knowledge and 50% is voted for communication skill. It is more surprising to see that nobody has voted for degrees and certification. As I said, there are no wrong or right answer to this. We conduct this survey just to have masses feeling. Thank you for your participation, everyone. Thanks for your time. Let's proceed for the time being. So this is one of the most important section of this demo session, how compensation and benefits are designed. The entire process or steps of designing compensation and package. So there is no right or wrong answer to this. We conduct the survey and every time people votes for practical skills and knowledge. So this is the slightly peculiar or odd class or a different class or a special class in which we have got 50-50% vote on both the things. So my personal point of view would be practical skills and knowledge. Even if you are in a position to communicate, what will you communicate if you do not know the things? If you know the things, yes, people look for that. So, okay, coming back to track, we would be having a separate session on question and answer before ending the demo class of today. So there would be open session where you can ask or where you can that differ. So yes, many has voted for communication skill, many has voted for practical skills. In every class, we normally get practical skills and knowledge. In this class, we have received equal vote. No issues. Now let's come to the demo class. The entire process or steps of designing compensation package can be categorized in 5 steps. If you follow all these 5 steps, your entire designing of compensation and package would be complete. The most important and very first step is fixed or base pay. Under fixed pay or base pay, we decide what should be the basic salary of the person and what should be the dearness allowance if it is applicable. Dearness allowance or DA is something which is normally found with government organization. You will hardly find DA in private organization. So in the very first step, you decide that what should be the basic salary for the person. Once you're done with this step, second step is to work on allowances. Whatever allowances which your company is giving, you need to divide or distribute the salary into those allowances. Allowances can be in the name of house rent allowance, conveyance allowance, medical, special telephone, internet, and other. Allowances can be any. Allowances are purely a choice of company. Whatever allowances they want to pay, they can decide and select. So once you have decided basic salary of the person, the second step is to divide or distribute the salary into all those allowances which your company is paying. Once you're done with these two steps, third step is to calculate the cost of retirals or statutory contribution. This is something which you do not decide. This comes from the labor law point of view. And as a HR professional, you calculate the cost of statutory contribution which your company would be making to various government authorities. Statutory contribution or legal payments are paid to these many government authorities: provident fund, employee state insurance, labor welfare fund. And there are many companies who add the cost of gratuity and bonus also. There are 50% of the company who do not add gratuity and bonus, which is a legal payment. Both the ways are correct. So in the third step, you calculate that how much your company would be paying to provident fund organization and employee state government for every employee. Once you are done with these three steps, the fourth step is perks and benefit. If your company is providing any kind of benefit or facility to the employee, you can add the cost of that. The various things which can come under perks and benefit are medical insurance, life insurance, club membership, vision care, and higher education. If your company is providing any of these benefit, you can add the cost of this in compensation package. Fifth and last step is variable pay or incentive. If the position is something which is required to achieve any kind of target, and on achievement of that target, if the person is getting paid, you can add the cost of that. Various name which has been given to variable pay and incentive are performance incentive. In many company, it is called as PLI, performance linked incentive. Many company call it as performance bonus. In many company, this bonus is paid on company's performance. And in many company, it is paid on long service duration. These are the 5 steps of designing compensation and benefit package. If you follow all these 5 steps, your entire designing of compensation and benefit package would be complete. So let me move to my Excel sheet and let's try to make one compensation structure on whatever steps which we have seen. So let's take an annual CTC of 3 lakh. If annual CTC is 3 lakh, monthly CTC would be 25,000. Now we would be making a salary breakup of 25,000. Any company who is offering you 3 lakh annual package, how the compensation package would look like. So we have seen that in the very first step, we need to decide the base pay. Okay. Under base pay, what we do, we decide the basic salary of the person. What should be the basic salary? Anyone from the class who can comment what should be the basic salary? Basic salary is normally kept as 40 to 50% of CTC. You will see that 90% of the HR professionals and 90% of the companies are keeping 40 to 50% of CTC as basic salary. Why it is kept as 40 to 50%? There is no labor law which is saying that basic has to be 40 to 50% of CTC. If you want to give 60%, 70%, 80%, or 90%, you are free to do that. No law would be stopping you. But yes, 90% of the HR professionals are keeping 40 to 50% of CTC as basic salary. There are some strong logic behind that. Let's follow the same rule. Let's keep 50% of CTC as basic salary. So we have decided our basic salary, which is 12,500. Second component was DA. I also said that DA or DNS allowance is something which is normally found with government organization. In private organization, you will hardly find DA. If you want to ignore, you can ignore DA. So let's ignore for the time being, because in private companies, you will not find. And we are done with the first step. Second step was allowances. Whatever allowances which your company is giving, you need to distribute the salary into those allowances. Anyone who would like to suggest anything, I would be taking that. How to decide 40 to 50% of basic? You can keep 40%, you can keep 42%, you can keep 46%. Keep any percent, no law would be stopping you. It is company style. Many company keep 40%, many company keep 50%, many company can 45%. As I said, there is no law which is saying that salary needs to be designed in this particular way. This is why every company decides salary in their own convenient way. I have taken 50%. If you want to keep 40%, let's keep 40%. No issue. Or if you want to keep 45%, let's keep 45%. Whatever you want to keep, you can keep. But as per practice, you will see that 90% of the HR professionals are deciding this, whereas law is not saying anything about this. So now, in spite of 50%, I have taken 45%, which is quite good. Allowances, let me take few allowances, which you will see that 99% of the companies are going for that. HRA, which stands for house rent allowance. You will see that 99% of companies are having HRA in their salary breakup. HRA, what HRA should be how much? You will see that HRA is normally decided at 40 to 50% of basic salary. Why it is decided as 40 to 50% of basic salary? This is getting decided from income tax rule. Income Tax Act is saying that if you keep HRA as 40 or 50% of basic salary, this amount would be tax free. This is the only logic. Otherwise, if you want to keep 60%, 70%, 80%, or 90%, you are free to do that. No law would be stopping you. But yes, there are strong logic why everybody is keeping 40 to 50%, because Income Tax Act is saying that 40% would be tax free and 50% would be tax free. 40% would be tax free for all those employees who are staying in non-metro city. If you are staying in metro city, HRA should be kept as 50%. So let's assume that this employee is staying in a metro city. For metro city employee, we should keep 50% of basic salary HRA, which means 5625 would be tax-free income for this employee. This is why almost all the companies are going for HRA or house rent allowance. Other component, if anybody who would like to suggest, or let me take telephone allowance. What amount should come under telephone allowance? We cannot keep 11,000 under telephone allowance. This amount is illogical. In the time of Zio, having this kind of amount would be illogical and not acceptable. So keep that amount which seems good to come under telephone. Let's keep 1,000. Yes, this seems fine. We can keep 1,000 under telephone allowance. Let me take one more allowance, which is very common in nature, which is special allowance. You will see that almost 90% of the companies are going for special allowance. Let me tell you, there is nothing special with this special allowance. All HR professionals are deciding to go for a special allowance, but they do not decide any amount. This special allowance is normally used as adjusting or balancing amount. What they will do, they will not enter any amount in this. Somebody has switched on the camera. Huh? Okay, you all can keep your camera off. So HR professors are picking a special allowance, but they are not deciding any amount at this point of time. What they would be doing, whatever amount which would be coming as a difference at last, they would try to put that amount in this. A special allowance is normally used as adjusting or balancing amount. Let's see where exactly we have reached. Gross or monthly salary, both are same thing. So monthly salary or gross salary can be calculated by adding first two step of CTC and Excel designing, base pay and allowances. Let me add that where exactly we have reached. We have reached to a monthly or gross salary of 17,875. We are trying to reach 25,000 as CTC and we are done with two steps. Third step was statutory compliances. So every company contribute to PF government, PF by company, and every company contribute to ESIC also, ESIC by company. Company would be contributing to Provident Fund Department and ESIC government. How much contribution is contributed in PF by company? It is not 12, it is 13%. 12% plus 1% third. Every company contribute 13% every month to PF department. 1% extra is contributed on account of admin charges and EDLI charges, 0.5%, 0.5%. So let's calculate 13%, which means company would be contributing 2324 every month for this employee to PF department. And ESIC contribution is how much? Company contribute 3.25%. So let's calculate 3.25%. Company would be contributing 581 to ESIC department and 2324 to PF department. These many contributions would be going from company's pocket to government authorities. If you want to add, you can add labor welfare fund, gratuity and bonus. There are many companies who do not add this. Both are correct. If you want to add, you can add. If you do not want to add, you can ignore. This person CTC is only 25,000. If we add this, the take home would be very less. So we are ignoring this. I am mentioning here for understanding that this can be added also, but we are not adding. And we are done with 3 steps. Fourth step was benefit. If your company is providing any kind of benefit, you can add the cost of that. Let's assume that your company is providing the benefit of medical insurance to all the employees, and company normally spend 200 rupees per month per employee. That depend upon what policy you have taken, but cost revolves around this 200, 300 or 400. So this is the benefit which company is providing, and you have added the cost of this benefit which company is spending. If company is giving any other kind of benefit, you can add the cost of that. We are done with 4 steps. Last and fifth step was variable pay. If this person is required to achieve any kind of target, and on target achievement he would be getting paid, we can add the cost of that. So PLI, which stands for performance linked incentive, let's assume that if this person achieves the target, he would be getting 600 more. So we have added that. We are done with all the 5 steps. So now let's calculate the CTC, where exactly we have reached. We are trying to reach 25,000. Let's check where exactly we have reached. CTC can be calculated by adding company's cost with monthly salary. If you add this, you will reach to CTC. We have reached to a CTC of 21580, whereas we are trying to reach 25,000. What is the difference? 25,000 minus 21,580. There is a difference of 3420. Now this cell has become active, which we had left blank intentionally. Now what this HR professional would try to do, this gentleman would try to add 3420 in this special allowance to reach a desired figure of 25,000 CTC. Let's do that. Let me add 3420 and let's see whether we are reaching to a CTC of 25,000 or not. No, we have not reached. There is a excess of 555. Now this HR professional would try to subtract 555 to reach the desired figure of 25,000. Let's do that. I have done that. Let's see whether now we are reaching to 25,000 or not. No, there is a 90 rupees shortage. Let's add 90 rupees. There is a shortage excess of 15. Let's subtract 15. Let's add 3. Let's subtract 1. Now we have reached to the desired figure of 25,000, which we were looking for. If you want to calculate what would be your take-home salary or in-hand salary, that can be done in this way. PF by employee. If company is contributing in PF, employee would also be contributing in PF. Employee contribute 12%. So let's calculate 12%. Employee would be contributing 2498 to PF department. Company is contributing 2706. And employee would also be contributing to ESIC government. Employee, this is 12%, and this contribution is 0.75%. Let's calculate. 156 rupees would be contributed by employee. So now net salary can be calculated by subtracting employee's contribution from monthly gross salary. This is the monthly gross salary. Employee is contributing this, and employee is contributing this also. So take home salary will be 18,163. Let's have a look. CTC company offering is 25,000. Your monthly salary is 2817, and your take home salary would be 18,163. In this way, you can calculate your take home salary. Let me go to my next sheet, which is automated CTC calculator, which is made on advanced Excel. Entire sheet is formula driven. You go to any sheet, any cell, you will see that some kind of formula is applied. This cell has got this formula, this cell has got this formula, this cell has got this formula, or every cell has got some kind of formula. And whatever calculation which we have done in the previous sheet to reach the desired figure of 25,000, we did good number of manual activity. This is called as automated CTC calculator, and we will see that how the entire calculation of 25,000 per month CTC can be calculated automatically. So there is an option in Excel by the name of data menu. There is a menu by the name of data. Go into data. Data would be having an option of what if analysis. Go into what if analysis. What if analysis would show you 3 options. Select goal sig. Goal sig would be asking you 3 things. The very first question goal sig is asking me is set cell. Set the cell in which we are looking for value. I have selected cost to the company cell, this one. I am looking for value in this cell. Second question which Excel is asking me is to value. What is the value which you are looking for? We are looking for 25,000, which I entered. Third and last question which Excel is asking me is by changing cell. Excel is saying that you allot me a cell which I would be using for calculation purpose. I am allotting this cell to Excel. I have answered 3 things. I have selected the cell in which I am looking for value. I have mentioned the value which I am looking for, and I have allotted a cell to Excel for calculation purpose. Now give a closer look. Once I click OK, you will see that entire calculation of 25,000 would be calculated automatically. Let me click OK. It is done. The CTC is 25,000. Monthly gross is this much, and all other components are also calculated. Let me show you again. Under data, there is an option by the name of what if analysis. What if analysis has got 3 options. Select goal sig. Goal sig would be asking you 3 questions. Set the cell in which you are looking for value. I have selected this cell, cost to the company. Second question is to value. What is the value which you are looking for? Let's have some odd value, 938769, which is 9,38,769. This can be a CTC figure for some employee. And third and last question, I am allotting a cell to Excel for calculation purpose. I did that. Now, once I click OK, you will see that we would be having a CTC breakup of 9,38,769. Let me click OK. It is rounding off. It is done. We have entire breakup of 9,78,768. In this way, CTC should be calculated. In our actual classes, we share this format, and we also teach that how this salary calculation can be done. At the very beginning of the class, there was a question asking whether the take-home salary of all the employees who are working in different company, but if their CTC is same, take home would be same or not? This is the answer. There are three companies, company A, company B, and company C. All these three companies are giving a CTC of 7 lakhs. But in company A, the take home salary is 49,313. Company B is giving a take home of 40,495. And company C is giving a take home of 39,991. Why it is different? CTC is same, but the take home salary is different. Why? Because the CTC calculation is different. This company has not included the cost of gratuity, mediclaim, and GPA. This company is calculating PF as 3410. This company is calculating PF as 1950, and this company is calculating PF as 5560. This company has not included the cost of variable pay. As I said, CTC annexer designing or compensation package designing differ from company to company due to absence of law. So it would be very difficult to save by looking at CTC only that what would be the take-home salary. And yes, if 5 different companies are offering same CTC, take-home cannot be the same. You need to have a look on entire salary breakup to comment on what would be the take-home salary. This is what I wanted to share from my Excel sheet. Let me go to my PPT back. Keep your queries and questions ready. We would be having a session on that. Okay, we have a mobile app as well by the name of HR India. You can download and you will see that there are many free tutorials on this app which you can watch and you can keep yourself updated also. If anybody wants to buy some courses, that can also be done. So while sending the mail, I would be including this link. Now there is a question or poll again. Can the monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary be the same? Let me share you two examples. There is a company who is giving offer letter like this. They are mentioning basic salary as 45,000, house rent allowance is 0, conveyance as 0, and monthly gross salary is also 45,000, which is same as basic salary. There is another company who is giving offer letter like this. They are mentioning only basic salary of 50,000, which is same as monthly gross salary. Now the question is, can the monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary be the same? Both the salary structure which are flashing on the screen are legally correct or not? The poll is live, everyone. Please respond to the poll. So I will not wait for longer. We have received more than 60%. Let's wait for 2-3 more vote and then we would be closing. Let's end the poll. Let me share you the result as well. Majority of the population, 83% has voted for no. They are of the opinion that monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary cannot be the same. They also believe that both the salary structure which are flashing on the screen are legally not correct. Whereas 17% has voted for yes. They are of the opinion that both the salary structure which are flashing on the screen are legally correct. And yes, monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary can be the same. The correct answer is yes. Monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary can be the same. There is nothing wrong with both the salary structure which are flashing on the screen. Paying allowances are purely a choice of company. All those companies who want to pay allowances can do that. All those companies who do not want to pay allowances can also do that. There is nothing wrong with both the salary structure, and yes, monthly basic salary and monthly gross salary can be the same. Thank you for your participation, everyone. Let's proceed for the time being. Let's have a look on few real offer letters which has been issued by our client to our candidate, and we would be understanding how offer letter or compensation and benefit structure differ from company to company. This is the very first compensation structure or offer letter in which company is offering a CTC of 13,30,008 rupees. Company is also mentioning that net in hand salary would be 1,07,034 rupees. But at the bottom blue box, company is mentioning, let me read it out for you. There will be an additional monthly deduction toward medical insurance. which means this company is giving the benefit of medical insurance, but the amount is getting deducted from employee salary. This is one way of giving benefit. So whatever is the net salary which is mentioned will be further going down. You will see that in this red box, company is mentioning things like you will also be eligible for max performance linked bonus of 2,66,000, which means variable pay or incentive is not a part of CTC in this company. That is kept over and above this calculation. You will also see that Provident Fund contribution is only 1,800, whereas the basic salary is 55,417. If you calculate 12 or 13% of 55,417, the amount would be huge. But this company is only contributing 1,800, which means this company is limiting their contribution up to 15,000 salary. Beyond that, they are not paying, which is legally allowed. Company can say that we will pay PF up to 15,000 only, and beyond that, we would not be contributing. So this company is capping or limiting their PF contribution on 15,000. Bonus, which is a statutory benefit, is coming in the monthly salary. So bonus in this company is paid monthly, and it is not a part of CTC. Every month the person is getting bonus. This is one way. And you will see that gratuity is something which is nowhere existing in this offer letter. Gratuity is not a part of CTC in this company. This is one way. Let's have a look on another offer letter. This offer letter is of a US MNC in India, very big name. So in this company, you will see that there is a component by the name of leave travel allowance, for which the company is asking the employee whether you want to take this money as LTA or you want to convert it as monthly special allowance, which means employee is getting an option to decide how they want to take the salary. These kind of model is called as combined model of compensation package, in which most of the component are decided by the company, but employee also get freedom to decide one or two salary component, combined model of compensation package. You will also see that provident fund contribution in this company is 4,434 and basic is only 36,000. Basic salary is lesser than the previous offer letter, but PF is more than the previous offer letter, which means this company is not limiting their PF contribution on 15,000 and they are paying on entire basic salary. You will also see that gratuity is something which is existing in this CTC. So gratuity is a part of CTC in this company. In previous offer letter, gratuity was not a part of CTC. This is another way of designing. Now let's have a look on third and final one. This offer letter is of Tata Group of Company. They are very ethical and they offer flexible model of compensation package. Flexible model of compensation package is a package in which employee decide their salary breakup. Employee decide that how they want to take the salary. Company decide this is the total salary which we will pay. The rest is decided by the employee. So in this offer, company is offering 10 lakh to the person. Out of 10 lakh, company has decided 3,50,000 as basic salary. Rest amount of 5,08,000 is put under flexi compensation. Now, flexi compensation means the employee is free to decide under what all salary account, salary head, under what all name they want to take the salary and how much they want to take the salary would be decided by them. The amount and salary breakup, they would be deciding. You will also see that Provident Fund contribution is not limited to 15,000 and it is getting paid on entire basic salary. You will also see that indicative performance or productive linked incentive is a part of CTC in this company. And in the red box at the bottom, you will see that all the benefit which company is providing, mediclaim, additional top-up, group personal accident, group term life, and gratuity. So company is providing all these benefit, but though they have not added the cost of any of these benefit. In first offer letter, medical insurance was getting deducted from the salary. In second offer letter, gratuity was added in the CTC. This company is not adding any of the benefit. This is another way of designing offer letter. Yes, and there are multiple ways. In more ways, offer letter can be designed or compensation structure can be designed. So if you want to pay 50,000 per month to any employee, 50,000 per month can be paid in this way, which is legally correct. There is nothing wrong with this. If you want to pay 50,000 per month, that can be paid in this way also. And if you want to pay 50,000 per month, that can be paid in this way also. And if you want to pay 50,000 per month to anyone, that can be paid in this way also. All these four salary breakup of 50,000 per month is legally correct. There is nothing wrong. But if you want to pay 50,000 in this way, or in this way, or in this way, these are not correct. These are legally wrong. And in our actual classes, we understand that why these are legally wrong and what are the more possibility of 50,000 per month. This is what I wanted to share from my compensation demo class. Otherwise, in actual classes, we conduct three full classes. One class is of 2.5 hour day. So time is running short. Let's skip this. Otherwise, these are the five important and major labor laws which we cover in the course. And we conduct five full classes to cover all these labor law: Provident Fund, ESIC Act, Maternity Benefit Act, payment of bonus, and payment of gratuity. We are covering these five labor law. So I am skipping this due to shortage of time. So some few more homeworks. Try to find out the answer. Can an employee apply for sick leave in advance or not? Can an unmarried woman ask for maternity benefit or not? Is it mandatory to pay bonus, which is a profit sharing, by a company which is into loss? And are men allowed to take children to company creates all those daycare facility for children which companies are providing? Are only females allowed to carry their children, or men can also carry their children? Try to find out the correct answer. Is monthly salary divided by 30 equals to annual salary divided by 365 or not? Try to find out. So this is what we have seen, all these things. This is the COVID impact. So many job cuts, so many firing, everything has happened, which we have seen. In the coming time, things are not that easy. Company do not want to spend time on training people. They are looking for, they have become very choosy and they want to hire the best, because the supply of talent in the market has increased like anything. Demand has not increased, but the number of manpower in the market has increased. Multiple jobs are getting merged as one. Companies are combining two, three jobs and they are creating one. Survival of the fittest. We need to remain updated and skilled. If you are good at recruitment, you need to become good at other function of HR also, say labor law or payroll. By remaining good at one function of HR, it is very difficult to compete in the market. Preference is given to all those employees who are multi-skilled and trained. And yes, through the survey, we have seen that along with communication skill, it is practical skills and knowledge which are equally important. If you do not have, no company is ready to train you. No company is ready to spend time on training. They are looking for people who can start working from day one. So let be the preferred choice of hiring organization. Enhance your skills and knowledge. This punchline, skill hai to kuch nahi mushkil hai, is the punchline of Delhi government. These are the four modules. Every module has got individual fee. Anybody who wants to go for one or two module, these are the individual fee. Let me share you few course highlight. Course duration is 11 classes. In terms of hour, it is 28-hour class. Classes happens on Saturday and Sunday only. The timings are 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Study material is given, which is designed by us on all modules and topic. Access to all live class recording. Whatever classes we conduct, every class gets recorded. Today demo class is also getting recorded. And after the demo class, I would be sending you recording of this class in the same way which we share the recording of actual class. This recording is your recording. You can watch for n number of times as per your convenience. So after this demo class, I would be sending you today's recording along with the course detail through email and WhatsApp both. And we share the actual class recording in the same way. We conduct practice tests after every module. There is a certificate, our course and company, both are ISO 9000 certified. So whatever certificate we give, that carry the logo of certificate ISO 9000. And then offline doubt and clarification support is also there. You can connect us offline and you can speak to us for any doubt or clarification. So these are the four modules. These are some of the course highlight. If you add the fee, it would be coming to 7,000. Anybody who is going for entire course can be done at a discounted fee of 5,000 only. These are my numbers which I would be sharing. So we start with module 1, 2, 3, 4, and again in this circular way we keep on rotating. Next admission is happening from Saturday, which is 10th September, and from this date the course is starting from class 1. So this is comparatively a better date to start the course if any one of you are planning to take the admission. This is the sample certificate which we issue. People are flashing it on LinkedIn. They are they are posting this on LinkedIn saying that now they are certified HR professionals. People are mentioning under licenses and certification also. This college has taken this certification for their MBA students in Greater Noida. We conducted a webinar with Aligarh Muslim University also, with Sri Siddhi Vinayak College, and recently we got invited with ISM Patna. So let me share you the screen